welcome back to another edition of the NCAC Sports Minute. We lead off today's highlights with conference baseball action between Wabash and Worcester. In Game 1 of the doubleheader, Worcester was first to score with an RBI double by Dean Brown. The Fighting Scots would take Game 1, 4-3 the final. In Game 2, Worcester continued with hot bats as Tyler Chumito lines the ball down the right field line. The Fighting Scots would take the nightcap by a 12-7 final. Next, we head over to Wittenberg as the Tigers hosted Oberlin on Saturday. The Yeomen exploded for 6 runs in the second inning of Game 1, clearing the way for a 12-6 victory. In Game 2, the Tigers tallied 6 runs of their own in the 7th inning, scoring the go-ahead run on a Chase Wisner 2 RBI single. Wittenberg would win by an 8-6 final. Next, we head over to Worcester for a softball doubleheader with Hiram. In Game 1, the Terriers were first to dent the scoreboard as Kylie Perez lifts one over the center field fence. Hiram would go on to take the game by a 5-3 final. In Game 2, the Terriers again scored first as Angel Santellian doubles the right center, scoring a pair. Hiram would take the second game by a 5-2 final. Over at Kenyon, the ladies hosted Ohio Wesleyan for a doubleheader on Saturday. Game 1 belonged to the ladies as a 4-run third inning spurred a 5-2 victory. Ohio Wesleyan flipped the script in Game 2. After trailing 6-4 heading into the 7th, the Battling Bishops scored 7 times in the inning and went on to win by an 11-6 final. Over in Delaware, the Battling Bishop men's lacrosse team hosted Denison Friday night. It was a tight game early on as the Big Red tied the game at 2 with a Luke Fisher goal. Denison outscored the Battling Bishops 6-2 in the fourth quarter, going on to win 13-8 the final. Over at DePaul, the Tigers hosted Oberlin on Saturday. It was a tight game early as Ryan Blasberg puts the Yeomen up 2-1 in the first quarter. Oberlin continued to push its lead in the second quarter on the way to a 14-5 victory. Over in Gambier, the ladies hosted DePaul for Senior Day Saturday. The ladies trailed 6-3 in the third period before Emma Hutchinson scored on a free position shot. Kenyon would score 6 times in the third quarter, helping propel them to a 9-8 victory. Over in Meadville, the Gators hosted Wittenberg on Saturday. Allegheny held an 11-4 lead at halftime and continued to hold its lead in the second half en route to an 18-7 victory. In track and field, there were a couple of reported school records broken last week. Denison freshman Chris Slater broke the program record in the men's hammer throw. Senior Leah Ackerman set the Big Red's new mark in the women's hammer throw. And Worcester sophomore Dylan Garrettson broke the school record in the men's pole vault. In golf news, Kenyon freshman Armand Ouellette was named NCAC Athlete of the Week after leading the Lords to a team victory at the Division III Showcase. Wittenberg sophomore Ellen Frame was also Athlete of the Week after a 5th place finish at the IU East Spring Invitational. And we leave you with the bracket for the 2022 NCAC Men's Tennis Championship, which begins this Friday in Granville, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the NCAC Sports Minute.